I knew that the relationship wasn't going to work a week into the nikah. 1 week after we were married, made this commitment in front of Allah, our friends, and family, I knew it wasn't going to work. And they knew too. Maybe that's part of the reason why I stayed. I had invested so much time and energy before the nikah, so much time and energy into convincing the family that this was right for me. 1 week in, I knew, but I really wanted to make it work, and I wasn't going to let anyone stop us from working. I didn't want to hear the cold whispers or the open declaration of, "I told you so." So, I stayed. For the next 2 years, I did everything that I could to make it work. During Ramadan, I would pray, "If this is meant to be, give me the strength to deal with it. If not, please give me the strength to leave." And I got my answer. A very clear answer, several times, but I was stuck. I was stuck in my own, just stuck. And I did not have it in me to leave, so I stayed. And I would wake up in the dark, silent of night, and pray the prayer that we pray when we are seeking guidance. Istikhara. O Allah, verily I seek a better choice from you by your knowledge, and I seek ability from you by your power. And I ask you from your immense bounty. For indeed you have power, and I am powerless. You have knowledge, and I know not. You are the knower of the unseen realms. O Allah, if you know that this matter is good for me with regard to my religion, my livelihood, and the end of my affair, then decree it for me. Facilitate it for me, and grant me blessing in it. And if you know that this matter is not good for me with regard to my religion, my livelihood, and the end of my affair, then turn it away from me and me from it, and decree for me better than it, wherever it may be, and make me content with it. Ameen. The answer will come. I knew it wasn't working, but I wasn't ready to leave, so I stayed. And we went to counseling, traditional counseling, Islamic counseling. We sought counseling from our friends and family. But the red flags were there throughout the marriage. I just wanted it to work so bad. So my prayers would then turn to, "Please, oh Allah, make it work." And very clearly, there would be things that would tell me that it wasn't going to work, but I stayed. And it wasn't all bad. We would often have really good times together, or find ourselves in periods of calm and still. And that's where we were on that Thursday night when he left for work. Before he walked out the door, he said, "I'll see you when I come back." And I said, "Okay." When he left, I found a little something in the house. And it wasn't out of the norm, but at that moment, it clicked. These bad habits and decisions, this addictive behavior, it wasn't going to change. He wasn't going to change. So I had to. I packed his bags, I packed his stuff, and said, "You leave, you've got to go." When he got home from work, he was so confused. He couldn't understand. He said, "We were just fine when I left." But we were never fine. I knew it all along. And I knew that it didn't matter what anyone would think. No amount of "I told you so's" would keep me in a situation that was this unhealthy. It was over. We were done. Though I had the strength to leave, in the days and months following, my faith was not good. My iman was pretty broken. And may Allah forgive me for this. But when I am going through things that are tough, I tend to stay away from Islam. I've had this conversation with myself, like, you can't be mad at God. A'udhu-billah, you can't do that. In moments of anger, hurt, and pain, I just stayed away. And then, shortly after the divorce, my dear grandfather fell ill. I loved him so much. I wanted him to survive. So I started praying with every ounce of sincerity I could muster up. My dua came in full force. And though it was his time to go, I knew I would miss him deeply. I also noticed that through this deep prayer and conversation with God, my faith was restored. Through it all, I'm working on listening. I'm working on the strength of my faith, not only through good times, but also when times feel impossibly dark and rough. I'm working on staying close to Allah and leaving that which doesn't serve me. But I also know that even during those times when my faith has wavered, I've never wavered long enough to forget who I am and that the help of Allah is always near. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.